Hello dear road trip lovers, and welcome to a new road tourism video. We are in Munich, the capital of Bavaria, and we will drive to the mountains today. We are now on the metro ring on B2R, and we will drive on B11 that starts here. Oh, it was a little bit dramatic. So we'll drive direction mountains, direction south on B11 from Munich to Bichl during this video. I hope the weather will stay like this. It's a little bit cloudy, but still it's very nice. It snowed yesterday, so I expect some nice winter landscape on the way. We start in the south of Munich, the main city of Bavaria and third largest in Germany, with about 1.5 million inhabitants. It's one of the most interesting cities to see in Germany, with a lot of sightseeing possibilities, a lot of museums, so you can do a lot of stuff, a lot of events, trade fairs. It's very dynamic city. Economically also one of the best in Germany. I am very glad to live near Munich, near this wonderful city. And we'll drive, as I said, direction south, first through the pre-alpine area until reaching the mountains. It will be a little bit problematic to keep the windshield clean, but I will try my best. And I'm very happy to be able to comment live a video, because during the last videos I was driving with some other people, either with my family or friends, so I couldn't speak as I drove, and I had to record the commentary afterwards. But now I'm alone, and I'm very happy to be able to speak live as we drive. So first we are in the southern neighborhoods of Munich. These are most of them very lively neighborhoods, very nice. We'll go through Soln neighborhood before exiting the city in a few kilometers. The B11 goes parallel with the Isar river that crosses Munich through the center of it. Isar river is on the left of us now, and we'll follow it south until Wolfratshausen, and then we'll go on Loisach River Valley. That's a tributary of Isar. There are some traffic lights on this stretch through the city, but I hope that traffic will be very good. It's around noon, the beginning of January. As I said, it snowed yesterday here, a few centimeters, not too much, but enough to change the landscape. And I'm very happy to be again on the road to film something, as I haven't filmed too much in the last time during the last 1 or 2 months. So my GoPro has to do his job now. I'll be very glad to know what do you like most, commentaries as I drive or the recorded commentary afterwards. There are also advantages for the recorded commentaries that I can document myself a little bit before speaking and read a little bit about the places. Now when I comment as I drive, I mean, I know a few stuff about the places and the area, but it's definitely not as much as it will be if I will speak afterwards and have a little bit of time for research. Oh, it's so nice, somebody's taking photos. But if I speak as I drive, you can also hear the sound of the car, and I can also comment a little bit about the traffic, and these are the advantages doing it. So please tell me what do you find better, what you like to hear in the future. I'll be very glad to know from you. Neighborhoods here in the south of Munich are also very green. There are a lot of parks here. Like I said, on the left there is a Isar river valley, and the Isar is surrounded by a big green area. So it's a very nice place to live. We are now in the neighborhood of Soln. It's a very nice one. Actually, it snowed a little bit more in Munich than in the mountains, I think. I see here a little bit more snow than where I live, about 30 kilometers south of Munich towards the mountains. And I was also yesterday in the mountains, and there was just 1 or 2 centimeters of snow. But I see that here in Munich it's a little bit more. It's the first real snow. I also see at the gas stations that the prices went up because they introduced carbon dioxide tax starting with the 1st of January in Germany. So fuel costs a little bit more, a few cents more because of it. are now outside Munich and we enter the first village on the way called Pullach. Here used to be the seat of the German secret services. And a nice building on the right. Looks like a castle. There are a lot of rich people living in the south suburbs of Munich, because the suburbs are much greener than the other ones, and a lot of people build villas here at the end of the 19th century, beginning of the 20th century. So these villages look very nice around Munich. There are a lot of good economical possibilities also. Good companies here. The big company Linde has its seat also here in the area. I will have enough windshield cleaner for this drive. I have to use quite a lot. Until now we had a very warm winter this year in this region. That's the first real snow of the year. And it's also not so cold now, 1.5 degrees. It's the temperatures that my thermometer shows. Are looking very nice with the snow on them. On the right of us is a suburban railway that goes from Munich to Wolfratshausen, and we are now in Baierbrunn. Just entered this village. even goes through some villages before reaching Wolfratshausen. Medium town on the way. It's about 18,000 inhabitants, or small to medium town, let's say. There is usually just local traffic on this road. There is a parallel motorway, the A95, that goes from Munich to towards Wolfratshausen and up until almost Garmisch-Partenkirchen. So long distance traffic going to the mountains doesn't usually use B11. They go on the motorway. The next village on the way, Schäftlarn. There is a very big abbey near Schäftlarn on the left. We don't see it from B11, as abbey lies in the Isar River Valley, and we are on a terrace over it, just 2 or 3 kilometers to the abbey from B11 on a state road left. And this abbey was founded, I think, in the 8th century, so it's very, very old. It's very big also. It's a big appearance if you go by bike or by foot on the Isar Valley. A very forested area and green area and almost uninhabited. And then you go and then you see this big abbey in front of you. It's really interesting sight. So here is on the left the abbey. You see Kloster Schäftlarn. Kids are playing in the snow on the left, on a small hill. Going down with sleighs. Village, Ebenhausen. There's a hotel on the left in an older building. Kilometers to Wolfratshausen, and I can see the mountains from here. I hope you can also through the lenses of the camera, not sure. The mountains are still quite far away. Mountains are in front of us. They are located at the border with Austria. It's a very nice mountain range with peaks up to 2,700 meters high. Birkerspitze is the highest point in Karwender, the highest mountain. That's in Austria. Icking. As I said, the National Road B11 follows the Isar River Valley, but is built on a terrace above it. The Isar is on the left of us, and we are at about 70-80 meters above the Isar. And we'll descend in the valley at Wolfratshausen. We are now at altitudes of around 650 meters above sea level. Started in Munich at about 540, 550 in the south of the city. And there's a suburban railway. We are going under it from Munich to Wolfratshausen. I conditions to film, but if you want to film in the winter, you have these conditions with wet roads. Driving direction south. The sun is coming mostly from in front at around noon. Now starting the descent to Wolfratshausen. I think 1 or 2 hairpins. Let's go down. Here on the right you can go to Starnberg Lake, very big lake southwest of Munich, with nice beaches also. A lot for recreational activities, and the region with highest density of millionaires in Germany, I think. Track in front of us. And now we enter the town of Wolfratshausen. It's a very nice town here on the way, with a historical center. It was first mentioned, I think, in the 11th century. It lies on the river Isar at the confluence with Loisach. And the town developed a lot. It was a center for the raft. There were a lot of rafts going down the Isar river, bringing stuff from the mountains to Munich. And Wolfratshausen was a key place on the road, so it developed a lot during the Middle Ages. It was destroyed a little bit in the 30 Years War. The Swedes came here and left a little bit of destruction, but it developed afterwards further. The raft port decreased a little in importance just after they built the railway connecting the town with Munich. And as you see, we go directly through the town center of Wolfratshausen. It's actually very nice, picturesque. A good friend of mine lives now in Wolfratshausen. we can admire some nice old buildings in the center. There are not so many people on the streets because we have now a lockdown in Germany, and all the small businesses are closed except the grocery shops and the pharmacies. And there's a bridge over Loisach River that flows into Isar here in Wolfratshausen. Wolfratshausen has about 18,000 inhabitants. It is together with Bad Tölz, the seat of the county Bad Tölz, Wolfratshausen, or Kreis, how it's called in German. Kreis is the lowest administrative region after, so Germany has 16 states, and each state is divided into Kreises, or Kreis in German, and counties. And one of them is Bad Tölz Wolfratshausen, through which we travel now. So we started in a Landkreis in Kreis Munich, and then entered Bad Tölz Wolfratshausen, where we'll be until the end of the drive. We are now almost outside Wolfratshausen, and here you can access the motorway by going right. The third short stretch of National Route 11A, that unites B11 with the A95 motorway that links them. We have a stretch of 2+2 road now between Wolfratshausen and Geretsried, the next town on the way. just stopped a little bit at this parking space to change the battery of the GoPro, and now driving further. Now on the bypass of Geretsried. Geretsried is on the left. It's the biggest town in the Kreis Wolfratshausen Bichl, with about 24,000 inhabitants. It developed a lot after the Second World War, when a lot of housing projects were built here. Before the 20th century it was a very small place. They plan to extend the railway from the suburban railway from Wolfratshausen until Geretsried. It would be very, very cool, I think, for the people living here, because they need a better connection to Munich. Some of them work there, and Munich is really a magnet for the area. There is a lot of commuting here in South Bavaria. I know people that are also commuting 60, 80 kilometers one way to work. Fortunately, due to Corona, there is more flexibility in the companies, and if it's possible, many allow also their employees to work from home, which is very nice. It's nice if you have such a long way and you have also good condition to work home. That's a cool idea. I love to work from home, because I also have about 40 kilometers one way to work. So we are now also out of Geretsried, and from here on is actually much more rural. The drive further. I like this area a lot. Very natural. And it looks really cool with these snowy trees around. Closer to the mountains. The first range is a mountain range. It's the Benedictine band with highest peak at 1801 meters. A very nice hiking area there. been on the top a few times. It's very nice. And there is a lake here, Bibize, used as a recreational area. That's a very nice view from here. Entering now Königsdorf. Also nice village. Here you can go left to Bichl, a very nice historical town at the foothills of the Alps. Featured it in a few videos. Please feel free to check them, as I drove a few times to Bichl. Very nice peaceful area here with very nice views. You can see Zugspitze just ahead, the highest point in Germany, almost 3,000 meters high. Ester Mountains, Estergebirge are also to be seen. Very, very nice views from here. I'm happy that the weather is also very good. The road is not in the best condition here, also quite curvy, but it's definitely very picturesque to drive, and as I said, is used mostly for local traffic. There is a plan to improve the alignment here on this stretch. The ridge in front of us is called Heimgarten, Herzogstand. It's the ridge that links these two peaks. Very nice ridge. There is a trekking route that goes exactly on it. It's not the easiest trekking that you can do, but it's very, very well, I think, made, and has a lot of safety chains that you can use in order to go further. Close now to the end of this drive at the intersection with B472, the intersection between B11 and B472. The B11 then has a concurrent section with B472 that I already filmed. It will see the video between Singelsdorf and Bad Tölz. So I hope you liked the drive until now, and stay tuned as I will drive further to Mittenwald towards the mountains, and that will be the next video that I will post on the channel. So just stay tuned for that one, as it will be really spectacular. The B11 in the mountains is one of my favorite drives here in the region. And if you like this drive, just feel free to push also the like button on YouTube. And if you generally like what I'm doing and want to see more 4K road tourist videos, just subscribe to my channel, as I'll post regularly. It's not so easy to keep this pace of two videos weekly because of the lockdown, and I cannot travel outside Germany. or I can, but then when I'm back I have to stay in quarantine for some days, and I definitely don't want to do it. But I will try to keep this pace. I hope it will be in the future much easier. Traveling will get much easier. And as I said, I'm saying now bye to you, and till the next time. See you. Bye.